Greetings once again, fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Real quick, sorry I didn't get this video posted last night. I should have uploaded it, but I got a little wrapped up in having some fun on Twitch. I finally made my way to Twitch, so if you want to catch up with me over there, you can. Gamer Guy in a Suit, like usual. But sorry for the delay on this video. It's ready, and it's coming up right now. Today, for our 5-minute review, and where are we at, like 23, 24 out of 30? We are actually going to do This Book is a Dungeon. Now, This Book is a Dungeon is an indie text-based choose-your-own-adventure, and it's got some graphics in there. And it was released on Steam on October 9th, 2015, by developer Nathan, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher this, I'm sorry, Meunier? And Black Shell Media. You may be familiar with Black Shell Media. They have been producing a lot of games on Steam these days. Some not so good, but some actually are really freaking good. And this is kind of more in that category. This is one that's worth picking up. This game was reviewed using a key that I picked up on my own. It was not provided by the developer or the publisher. And, well, it's a very good choose-your-own-adventure. It is a little on the dark side. Just be forewarned before you even try this one out. Be prepared for a lot of dark and gritty subject matter. I mean, it starts off giving you a death sentence, so you got to be prepared for it to be a little bit on the dark and dreary side. And it's inspired by Hp Lovecraft, so I mean, the monsters in the story itself are also going to be very, very dark. Okay, so do know what you're getting into before you get into it, please. This isn't for people. I mean, like, if you've got a good imagination and you just want to make sure that you're getting into something that you can handle. That being said, I mean, it's not overboard. It's not like it's all blood and graphic and stuff. It's just, it's dark subject matter. But for me, it was really interesting because one of the things I like the most about this style of choose-your-own-adventure is it's not just strictly text-based and, choosing. There are encounters. There are little battles that you have to do, like RPG style. You have to attack these little creatures and hope that you survive the battle and all that. But it wasn't very deep, and there didn't seem to be much to these battles other than clicking attack and hoping that your attacks hit and that kind of thing. There were no like tactical strategies or anything you could really utilize. It just seemed to be a mechanic to help move the game along somewhat. I seem to run into not the same monsters, but I seem to have monster encounters at the same areas every time, depending on what you do. One of the cons about this game is it did seem a little bit predictable at some points. I would like to point that out right away. There are some points that were a little bit predictable. There's a shocking lack of audio. There is no audio whatsoever. I mean, maybe a minor score would have helped a little bit. And it's a little repetitive when you have to replay certain areas after you make a wrong choice and you have to go through the same area again to get to where you were. But those are the only cons I could find. And it's a little pricey. I would go with under $5, but that's just me. There are a lot of positives here, though. The story itself, while, you have to deal with the repetitiveness sometimes and the somewhat predictable nature of the story, the writing is fantastic. It really is. I mean, the first 2-3 minutes is just setting up the story, and I went ahead and left that in the video so you kind of got a feel for the story. And I mean, it does kind of suck you in, and you're like, oh man, this is depressing already. I think 2 minutes in I was like, man, I want to cry. This is freaking depressing already. But it's a good story. It will suck you in, and you will get interested in it, and you will follow it along, and you'll want to keep playing until you get to the end. I died an awful lot. There's a lot of dying going on because there's a lot of trial and error. It's a choose-your-own-adventure. But all in all, I think if you can pick this game up at under $5, you'll be pretty happy with it. For me, it's just a 3 out of 5. There are too many limitations to make it any higher than that. I'm a big fan of the choose-your-own-adventures, but I think like a good example would be Choice of Games. Their choose-your-own-adventures, they just kill me. I love those games. I'll have to do one of their games coming up soon. But this one is definitely worth picking up. If you can grab it at under $5, it's a 3 out of 5 just because the story is that damn good. It really is. Give this one a try, especially if you're a fan of the choose-your-own-adventures. I appreciate you stopping by, and sorry for the delay on this one. I'll have another video up later so that we can keep with our 30 and 30, and I'll probably be on Twitch again later. This has been the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Happy gaming.